Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today was just Xolair day. Xolair is totally kicking my butt this time. I did try to adjust my medications because I did notice in the past that I was updosing with steroids after an adrenal crisis for Xolair, and then I noticed that that was helping, so I had done that for a couple injections, and my doctors all are aware. I do want to preference that. And so and then I didn't updose after surgery for Xolair. So, which for anybody who doesn't know, updosing is changing my steroid doses. It's taking more steroids. For me, it's just a couple milligrams sometimes. Other times, it's like double or tripling my dose. It depends on what's going on. Nothing crazy. I'm just going up like a couple milligram bump up for these. Which started, like I said, because I was in adrenal crisis. And so I was like, after the last crisis I had, I was like, I wonder if like my body's just burning through like steroids too quickly on Xolair days. Like, I'm not really sure like what happens in my body. I know that side effects are to be expected, but obviously as humans we want to minimize them as much as humanly possible. So I decided to try that. Initially, I was like, oh, I figured it out. This is great. The injections didn't hurt going in, basically. Like, the pain, usually I shake from the pain, and it's, like, super painful, and, you know, I kind of, like, grind my teeth, which is probably really bad. But that's the truth. So this time the injections went in, and, like, they hurt some, but I wasn't, like, shaking with the pain. I wasn't, like, you know, clenching my jaw so much. So I was like, oh, good. Maybe, like, I fixed the problem. Maybe it just was a steroid thing. Then I stood up. No, then, like, we got towards the end of my 30 minutes, because I have to stay there for 30 minutes. It's kind of stupid. They just babysit me. If we were actually monitoring me, I wouldn't have a problem. But they babysit me, and I don't like being babysat. I get really like annoyed with that. Like, do like at least check my vitals. Like, do something. They just check my arms if I break out, and if I break out they're like, it's not that bad, bye. So I think it's really silly, which I've probably mentioned before because it's like bothers me. So then, like, we got to the end of my 30 minutes and I was like, ooh, I'm starting to really hurt. So, and I was like late for some other meds, so I was like, let me take my meds and I should feel better. Not feeling better. So it does seem like we're following a Xolair pattern, but it's a little bit different this time. And I wanted to make sure to catch this on a vlog because this is really different. So usually I complain that I get weak, but it's usually not as soon as I wake up. Oh my gosh. Get up. If I can speak, y'all. Oh my gosh, the brain fog. It's so bad. Oh gosh. It's not usually when I first get up out of the chair from getting my injection. There we go. It's usually like delayed, like a couple hours later, you know, I'll start to feel like kind of weak. Then, like, if I were to, and I don't do this anymore, I used to attempt to shower after Xolair, and then I would notice like lifting my arms is really hard and I'm really tired. That all is already happening. So I kind of told my mom before, I was like, you know, I don't know what to expect tomorrow. I could wake up and it could be a normal after Xolair day and I could function, you know, how I'm functioning now, which it is difficult, but I can do it. Or I could wake up and not be able to move tomorrow, which has never happened before after Xolair. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I've shared this the whole time. It is super difficult to dissect what is specifically Xolair related and then what is like just say even mast cell, or what is one of my other diseases, or just normal daily stress. It's a lot to try to figure out. So I'm just doing my best from a patient's perspective, because I always feel like when I'm starting a new medication, or even when I'm on one, certain ones, I like to just listen to other people's experience, even if it's not like gospel truth that, oh, like this is definitely going to happen or this is definitely linked. It's just nice to know like what can and might not be linked. So, I mean, hopefully it's helpful for somebody. But the weakness is definitely an issue. I'm having a lot of leg pain this time too, a lot of really bad back pain. I will say that the neurological stuff has been acting up since last Friday. I noticed when I was in the car that my left leg, the bad one, the swollen one, was in pain again, and I haven't been having terrible pain in it, so it was kind of like, huh, that's weird. And then after that I started struggling with an increase in seizures, and then an increase in muscle tightening and all the things, the numbness, and the numbness has been a lot worse and a lot more like intense than usual. So I'm definitely monitoring stuff, but I do know when I go into these injections with neurology issues, they seem to be amplified by the injection, unfortunately. I'm already feeling pretty tired as well. We're not even 2 hours out from the injection at this point, so I'm definitely going to be trying, you know, if I'm able to, health permitting, to vlog and keep you all updated, because this is definitely not following normal patterns. I also do have a bit of a headache. I'm waiting to find out if it's a migraine. And then like my incisions and stuff feel aggravated, and just a lot of abdominal pain. I was doing really, really great over the weekend with my stomach. I was like so excited. It was wonderful. And then yesterday I started having like some GI stuff, and we're starting to think some of the GI stuff is mast cell related, but unfortunately sometimes the problem gets worse before it gets better with medications. I've had that even with Remicade, where, you know, Remicade helps, but I do get sick for a day or two. And as I've been on it longer though, like I've adjusted a lot more and I don't get as sick, I will say that. But with Xolair, that just seems to be my pattern, and it does seem to be pretty typical for those with mast cell. Alright, so I'm gonna say bye for now, and I'll see you guys soon. Abigail, what you doing? Oh. Did you miss me? I missed you. I missed you. Look at that sweet face, right?